All right, guys, let's talk about it. The 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid is here, and we're gonna talk about all the changes, the improvements they made for the hybrid, as well as compare to see if it's worth getting over a Prius. So let's talk about the design up front, styling. The Prius had a huge glow up. It looks really good, but the Civic, I feel like, has looked good, and it's gotten even better looking with the updates they made. Starting with the sand dune paint, which is unique. It's a unique colorway for the hybrid for the model year, and on this 5-door we're seeing here. And they updated the front styling to make it look sharper and more modern. So you get a honeycomb gloss black front grille over here, and then a flat black on the lower portion with some more, aggressive angles, and then a nice little, front lip that's matte black as well. These side vents are now functional. That's new for 2025. So it's nice that it looks good, but also provides some functional performance. The LED headlights are the same. So you get the same daytime running lights and then headlamp unit, but they paint match this lower brow, which makes it look really nice. I feel like it gives it a modern look, and this nice kind of overcut like brow on top gives it that kind of mean look. So taking a step back, it looks really good. And I feel like if you want something that looks more like a normal car, because the Prius does look unique, I feel like this is a good option, but we're gonna talk about some other changes they made to it as well. So on the hybrid, you get these unique 18-inch wheels, and they have lower rolling resistant tires to get that better MPG, which we'll talk about in a bit. And then there's actually like a sound deadening material within the tire to reduce road noise from getting inside the cabin. So they focused a lot on making the interior quieter compared to the gasoline version. And then I feel like the biggest reason you get this over a Prius is because it is way bigger. The 5-door especially, the hatch fits a lot more capacity, and you get better rear storage space. Let's open the trunk real quick and show you that to give you an idea here. We have our bags in here. You get this nice built-in privacy cover. Like with the hatch on the new Prius, they made the trunk a little smaller. So this is huge. And then you can easily fold the seats flat and get even more storage space just with all of it wide open, which I like to see. I think more practicality is great. But let's talk about how the hybrid systems compare when we open the hood. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, as far as the MPG game goes, the Prius has it on lock. It's really good as far as MPG, but the hybrid on this is also really good. You're gonna get 50 MPG in the city, 48 on the highway when it comes to the hatch, and then 49 when it comes to the 4-door configuration. So you're gonna get a little bit better. You don't lose much by getting the additional practicality. They're still really good MPG figures. As far as the engine goes, it is the same, similar, not the exact same, as we've seen on the Accord, but they repackaged it to fit in here. So you can get 200 horsepower, around 235 pound-feet of torque, which is great for straightaway acceleration. You're not gonna get great handling because it's not the SI. You're not gonna get the same grippy tires, so it's not a higher performance vehicle than the SI, but you're getting really good performance compared to a gasoline powered Honda Civic. So engine bay is nice and clean. This is a powertrain that's been out for a while, so you know it's gonna be reliable, it's gonna last you a long time, and it's gonna get the job done. So I feel like if those eeks of little extra MPG isn't a huge deal to you, I feel like the hybrid Civic really offers a really good package. But with it, let's hop inside and see how the interior feels. So the inside of the Civic hasn't changed too much. They made some slight improvements, which we'll go over here. And we'll start with the seats here. They're heated leather seats. You can also get this in a lighter color. We're looking at all black, which I feel like most people are gonna get. And they're great seats, very comfortable. They, obviously from the previous, when the generation first came out for the Civic, they improved the seats, made them very comfortable for longer commutes, as they've done on the Prius. They're very commuter-oriented vehicles. But I really like the design here. You have this honeycomb grille design with these very satisfying AC controls. Your vents are over here. But then these knobs are very satisfying. Just like, I'll take a moment to appreciate that tactile feedback, which you don't see in a lot of cars at this price point, which we'll talk about price in a little bit. You do get the 9-inch touchscreen, and now, I'll turn it on here real quick, and now it has built-in Google. It also had a built-in Alexa. So you can say, hey Google, tell me a good pickup line. We'll see how it does.
Sure. Remember to thank me on your wedding day. Ask them if they're the sun, because they light up your world. Yeah, you'll get some cringe pickup lines if you really care to ask Google Assistant. But you get wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, which is great because down here you get 2 USB-C ports and a wireless charger, which I really like to see. 12 volts here, that's nice to have. Good old-fashioned gear selector. You don't see that on the Prius, the electronic one. So if you want something that's just, good old reliable, this gets the job done. 2 cup holders, your drive mode selector here, parking brake, brake hold, and then, some center storage space with a nice little
tray you can move around, and it's nice and deep. But let's hop on the driver's side and see what you get from my perspective. All right, so the driver's side obviously hasn't changed too much, guys, but I want to compare it to the Prius real quick. Prius has a smaller steering wheel and has the different, the higher heads-up display. This has a nice large gauge cluster display in the middle. It's edge to edge. It's configurable, customizable, which is nice. And this nice leather wrap steering wheel here. So it's still a really good seating setup. You don't feel like you have to kind of look over under the steering wheel, or over, I guess, on the Prius, which is kind of how they intended for it. This is more conventional, I want to say. And that's what I like about it. You also get nice aluminum pedals. So that's nice on the, brake pedals aluminum, gas is aluminum. This dead pedal isn't, but I mean, I'm not going to complain there, guys. And then these have power seats, both on the driver and the passenger side, which is nice. You got that multi-way adjustability, which is great. And then as far as anything else here goes, there's not much. You just get your traction control off. No other additional settings here to play around with, so just some blanks, which is crazy because this is a fully loaded one, but it has Honda's latest safety sense, which has improved passenger detection, or pedestrian detection. But it also has improved Honda safety sense. So it's better pedestrian detection, better lane keep, so it's not going to be ping-ponging around as much. It'll stay centered, and it'll follow the path a lot more smoothly, which is great. Let's hop onto the second row and see how practical it is. All right, second row, guys, this is where I really feel like it makes a big difference. You get really good headroom just because it's a overall bigger silhouette compared to a Prius, but also just a great package overall. With the amount of legroom you get in here, guys, it's like, I don't feel like you really need to get anything bigger like a Camry or an Accord because of how good it is. I mean, man, if they added rear vents in here, game changer. But honestly, guys, really nice seats. You do get some armrests and a cup holder here, which is very plush, very soft, and that's great to see. But look at the door panel. I didn't show too much up front, but I don't want to highlight here because there's not too much differences aside from the switchgear. It's a nice gloss black insert here, which you get because it's a more premium, this is sport touring. Nice fingerprint resistant material. It's all over the center console. All the interior materials have this covering it, so it's not going to get fingerprinty. They leave the fingerprints to here, but you're not going to touch this often, which I'm covering it. But like, this is great. You're going to touch this a lot, easy to clean, and then no fingerprints. But let's talk about the pricing real quick. All right, guys, so as far as pricing goes, I think that probably the biggest thing here is what we're concerned about. Is it more expensive? It's starting at under $30,000, $29,995. You go out the dealership, you're going to spend over that much. You add the sport touring, that's just the sport hybrid. This is sport touring. So what we saw here is fully loaded. So it's going to cost more, but in line with what you expect out of a Prius. But I feel like you're getting a lot more value out of this. Personally, it's a tough one, but I think I'd go this one just because it's a bigger package. You're getting more volume, you're getting more just stuff for that. So, but one thing I forgot to mention on the inside is because of the 12-speaker Bose sound system, not because of it, but because it's a hybrid and it has that sound system, they included noise reduction or noise cancellation system. So it uses microphones to pick up outside ambient noise, and just like your headphones, will hum that out, make it quieter inside when you're driving. And because it has this full like EV driving capability, you can be on just the motor for a good amount of driving, as we experienced. So it's nice that they kind of put that thought into making this a more refined package overall. Let me know which one you'd pick. Would you go Prius or would you go Civic Hybrid? Let me know in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed the video, smash that like button and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.